Howdy, folks. How is the sound, and how are you today? I finally finished my newest video, which is about a Disney fan art challenge that I took with two artist friends. That's just been finished and should be up tomorrow evening UK time, probably morning US time. Listy, when you quiz upon a star. That would have been a good tagline for this quiz. Sorry, my chair has been a nightmare. Right. How confident are you on the topic of Golden Age Disney films? Because they're quite old, the oldest even. So going quite far back for this one is going to be quite a challenge, especially for the behind the scenes related things. I feel like this, out of all the like Disney era quizzes I've done, this is definitely going to be the most difficult. So I wouldn't blame people for feeling nervous or uncertain. Listy, same as usual, fine on the films, useless at figures. As always, round 3 will include some like number related questions, I'm sorry. They're the easiest to come up with, so yeah. But yeah, interested to know how you spent your day as well. Like I said, I've just finished my newest video. Scary, just in time. Woo! Well, just for future reference, 8 PM Wednesdays are my quizzes. 8 PM Wednesdays. Pretty much. And then on Friday, I'm going to be playing Sims 4. Evan, there's a storm where I live now. Ooh, I like my storms. I really like my storms. I like looking at the storms through the window as well. Very pretty. Simsuto, I think I'll have to do some guessing with the live action movies, but otherwise I'm very confident. It's none of the live action films will be counted. It's just the animated films, just the animated movies. Whenever I've done one of these era quizzes, I've only counted the animated films. Mainly because I don't really watch that many live action Disney films, if I'm honest. Don't really check them out. I didn't really grow up with that many live action Disney films either. There's a lot of live action Disney films that weren't part of my childhood. It's not a bias or anything. It's just happened to not be part of my growing up. Dido, good evening, afternoon here in my country. It's technically evening. It is 8 PM UK time. 8 PM. We'll just let everyone come into the chat. Give people a chance to join the stream before I go into quiz mode. Oh, so you didn't get hit. Okay, that's good, Evan. Dominic, there really weren't live-action films at this time. Only the Reluctant Dragon had any live-action footage, and it isn't part of the official lineup. Ah, okay. Again, the live-action Disney films are just... I've just never really got into them, except for a couple. Like, I love the Descendants films. They're kind of my guilty pleasures. I've watched the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I grew up with Mary Poppins and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That's as much as I really kept up with in terms of, like, original Disney films. So, yeah. Scary. It's 9 PM here in the Netherlands. Ooh, you're an hour ahead of me. An hour ahead. Okay, I'm gonna give folks just a little longer to join the stream. Give people a chance to come in, because I feel kind of bad when people turn up and the quiz has already started. So yeah, definitely gonna give people a chance to join in. Opportunity to take part in the great Golden Age quiz. Is it just me, or like most of the Disney era names are pretty badass sounding? I mean, like Renaissance, Golden, Silver, Dark. For a very wholesome company, fans have given their eras some pretty cool names. I mean, one of them is Wartime Era. Scary, me from the further. I have no... oh, damn, I do. I was going to say I've got no song stuck in my head today for the stream, but I do. Trying to get rid of it. Go away, song. Right. I'm gonna set up on my end, and we'll get the intro going. So Shorks Daddy, sadly Disney's actions as a company are far from wholesome. Yeah, pretty much, definitely, yeah. But their brand is designed to appear wholesome. Anyway, let's get the ball rolling. Okie dokie. Right. So for those of you who are new to my quiz streams, to join the quiz, you need to click the quiz kit logo on the side of chat. You can usually find it by hovering your mouse over the stream player, then click allow access and grant permission. It's that simple, but I know that for some people it gets a little tricky because quiz kit is kind of temperamental. Right. So one more time. To join this quiz, you need to click the quiz kit logo on the side of chat, which you can usually find by hovering your mouse over the stream player, and then click allow access and grant permission. So you should be sent an instruction image now. Oh, I just tried to drink some coffee and I realised I've not. It's an empty cup. I'm going into this without any drink. Here I go. I'm like SpongeBob in that episode where you're dehydrated. Right, let's go! So question 1 is Snow White, what does the Queen ask her mirror every day? Who is the ugliest one of them all? Who is the fairest one of all? Or how many years do I have left to live? Or where is the jade monkey? So question 1 in Snow White, what does the Queen ask her mirror every day? Who is the ugliest one of all? Who is the fairest one of all? How many years do I have left to live? Or where is the jade monkey? Okay, and the answer is... Who was the fairest one of all? Most of you got that right. One person went for ugly. One person went for ugliest of all. Okay, on to question 2. Question 2. Question 2. What happens when Pinocchio lies? His eyes fall out, his nose grows, his hair goes bald, or his mouth goes dry. So question 2, what happens when Pinocchio lies? His eyes fall out, his nose grows, his hair goes bald, or his mouth goes dry. So the first 10 questions will be easy, pretty basic, pretty simple. Second 10 questions will be the medium round, kind of like a hard easy. And then the last round, the third round, last 10 questions will be a very difficult behind the scenes round. The answer was his nose grows, and you all got that right. Well done. On to question 3. Imagine Pinocchio's eyes falling out. Be creepy if his nose just fell off when it grew. Right, okay. Question 3. The Fantasia segment, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, stars which Disney brand character? Goofy, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, or Donald Duck? So question 3, the Fantasia segment, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, stars which Disney brand character? Goofy, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, or Donald Duck? So who was in The Sorcerer's Apprentice? The Fantasia segment. Dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum. The answer was Mickey Mouse. You all got that right. Well done. Don't get too confident though, this is just the easy round. Question 4 coming up. Question 4. Question 4. Question 4. What is the name of Dumbo's mother? Mrs. Tumbo, Mrs. Pumbo, Mrs. Rumbo, or Mrs. Jumbo? So question 4. What is the name of Dumbo's mother? Mrs. Tumbo, Mrs. Pumbo, Mrs. Rumbo, or Mrs. Jumbo? Can you remember Pumbas? I knew that would throw me off. You've got something that sounds like Pumba, something that sounds like Rambo. Mrs. Rambo, mother of Dumbo. So, Jumbo! Mrs. Jumbo is the answer. Question 5 coming up. Question 5. Bambi's best friend is a rabbit. What is his name? Thumper, Basher, Crasher, or Jumper? So question 5, Bambi's best friend is a rabbit, but what is the rabbit's name? Thumper, Basher, Crasher, or Jumper? Can you remember the name of the rabbit in Bambi? Anything coming to mind? Which one sounds like him the most? How many times have you even seen Bambi? The answer was Thumper. You all got it right. One person went for Basher. Question 6 coming up. Question 6. Question 6. When it loads. Question 6. In Snow White, which kind of fruit does the Queen poison to send Snow White into an eternal sleep? Orange, peach, apple, or lime? So question 6. In Snow White, which kind of fruit does the Queen poison to send Snow White into an eternal sleep? Orange, peach, apple, or lime? Very iconic fruit attached to the film. Can you remember what it was, though? Anything coming to mind? And the answer was apple. All got it right. Well done. 13 people went for that one. Question 7 is next. Question 7. In Pinocchio, what is the name of Geppetto's pet kitten? Cleo, Clara, Keris, or Curry? So question 7. In Pinocchio, what is the name of Geppetto's pet kitten? Cleo, Clara, Keris, or Curry? How well do you know your Golden Age cats? Have you been studying? I'm not even sure how many cats are in the Golden Age films. Ah, so I got... Damn it. I got that wrong. Okay, so Cleo was the name of the fish. How did I get that wrong? Keep in mind, folks, that I do these quizzes... I work on these quizzes like 10 questions a day as soon as I wake up. So that's the only time I can have. So again, apologies. Apologies for that question. Ignore that question. Damn it. Okay, question 8 coming up. Hopefully I wrote this right. Question 8. Which Fantasia segment is about the formation of Earth and the extinction of the dinosaurs? Toccata and Fugue. I can't even pronounce these things anymore. In D minor, the Pastoral Symphony, Night on Bald Mountain, or Rite of Spring. So question 8, which Fantasia segment is about the formation of Earth and the extinction of the dinosaurs? The answer was Rite of Spring. Bit of a divide. Some went for Rite of Spring, another half went for Pastoral Symphony, one went for Toccata, and a couple went for Night. Want a free proofreader? I'd love to hire someone to do these quizzes for me because I just don't have the time to perfect them. I just write what I can and then get on with YouTube work. Question 9. In Dumbo, what colour is Dumbo's hat? Orange, pink, red, or yellow? So question 9. In Dumbo, what colour is Dumbo's hat? Orange, pink, red, or yellow? Can you remember the colour of Dumbo's hat? Can you remember? What does Dumbo's hat look like even? Yellow! The answer is yellow. Oh, yellow. Question 10. Question 10. Dumbo's hat is cute. It is very cute. That's one thing I did notice when getting that question. Question 10. What is the skunk in Bambi called? Stinky, Sunny, Petal, or Flower? So question 10. What is the skunk in Bambi called? Stinky, Sunny, Petal, or Flower? Can you remember the name of the skunk in Bambi? I'm in a very singing mood today, aren't I? I don't know where that's come from. Not been watching any musicals. Strange. Just must be the crushing insanity for working on my newest video, which is like 47 minutes long. The answer was Flower. You all got that correct. Well done. Bambi gave the skunk his name. Yes, but still the same answer. Right. So the answer was Flower. Question 11. Which of the following is not a character in Snow White? Bashful, Doc, Sneezy, or Blushful? RPG horror fan, I was having a cruddy evening. Oh no, thanks for the quiz, mate. Oh, I'm glad the quiz is going to cheer you up. That's brilliant. It's fantastic. Question 11. Which of the following is not a character in Snow White? Bashful, Doc, Sneezy, Blushful. Hopefully I'll screw up another question that'll like entertain you and cheer you up from your day. The answer was Blushful. It was Blushful. Okay. I swear it was Bashful. I'm confusing myself now. Oh, what is reality? Question 12. When Pinocchio joins Stromboli's puppet show, what is the name given to his act? The puppet who wants to be a real boy, the puppet without strings, the puppet who can sing and dance, or the puppet who moves on his own? So question 12. When Pinocchio joins Stromboli's puppet show, what is the name of given to his act? The puppet who wants to be a real boy, the puppet without strings, the puppet who can sing and dance, or the puppet who moves on his own? The answer was the puppet without strings. Ooh, I've noticed most went for that one, but a couple were trying the other ones as well. Interesting. Interesting. Right, question 13. Question 13. How many animated segments are in Fantasia? 5, 7, 6, or 4? So question 13. How many animated segments are in Fantasia? 5, 7, 6, or 4? Were you counting? Did you take note? Yeah, keep in mind, folks, that I've not rewatched these films to do the... I don't rewatch the films to do the quizzes because I just don't have time. So most questions are actually just taken from stuff I find on Wikipedia or Disney Wiki. The answer was 7. 7 segments. Most went for it, but a couple were guessing 5. 7. Question 14. Which of the following is not a song from Dumbo? The clown song. Fire, fire, fire. I just choked on fire. Look out for Mr. Stork, or the song of the roustabouts. I practiced how to say that. I can't remember what it was. Roustabouts? Roustabouts? Roostaboots? Okay, so which of the following is not a song from Dumbo? The clown song. Fire, fire, fire. Or look out for Mr. Stork, or song of the roustabouts. The answer was fire, fire, fire. That was the fake one. Kind of proud that not everyone went for my fake one. I don't know if that means it was a good fake name or people haven't seen Dumbo for a while. Question 15. Hang on, isn't Fire, Fire, Fire like a Rammstein song? So question 15. What is Bambi's father called to all the animals? Invincible Duke of the Mountains, Great Prince of the Forest, Mighty King of the Woods, or Good Protector of the Trees? So question 15, what is Bambi's father called to all the animals? Invincible Duke of the Mountains, Great Prince of the Forest, Mighty King of the Woods, or Good Protector of the Trees? The answer was the Great Prince of the Forest. The majority went for Great Prince, a couple went for Mighty King. Sorry you're late. Oh, don't worry about it. We're halfway through the quiz. You might have a chance. Question 16. Which of the following is not a song in Snow White? The Silly Song, One Song, Sleeping Forever, or Bluddle Uddle Dum? Is that how you say it? So question 16. Which of the following is not a song in Snow White? The Silly Song, One Song, Sleeping Forever, or Bluddle Uddle Dum? So question 16, the answer was Sleeping Forever was the fake one. A couple went for Bluddle Uddle Dum, but I should have given away that was a real song because I couldn't even pronounce it. I can pronounce my fake titles. Question 17. What are the names of the con artists in Pinocchio? Sincere Sam and Gary, Frankly Frank and Guswald, Honest John and Gideon, or Truthful Tom and Gerald? So question 17. What are the names of the con artists in Pinocchio? Sincere Sam and Gary, Frankly Frank and Guswald, Honest John and Gideon, or Truthful Tom and Gerald? Do you remember the con artists' names? Are they coming to mind? The answer was Honest John and Gideon. Huge amount of you went for the correct answer. A couple went for my fake answers, which were fun to come up with, to be fair. Okay, question 18. Which Fantasia segment features Zeus, the Greek god, Night on Bald Mountain, the Pastoral Symphony, Dance of the Hours, or Toccata and Fugue in D minor? So question 18, which Fantasia segment features Zeus, the Greek god, Night on Bald Mountain, the Pastoral Symphony, Dance of the Hours, or Toccata and Fugue in D minor? Do you remember where Seuss pops up? The answer was Pastoral Symphony. Ooh, a bit of a mixed response for that one. But for that one. Kind of all over the place there. But most did go for Pastoral Symphony. It's tricky with the Fantasia questions. It's tricky to come up with them, and it's tricky to answer them because the names of each segment they're not the names of the stories. Most of them, they're mainly the names of the songs. So it's tricky with Fantasia. Question 19. In Dumbo, what do the crows give Dumbo to help him fly? A leaf, a stick, a feather, or a pine cone? So question 19. In Dumbo, what do the crows give Dumbo to help him fly? A leaf, a stick, a feather, or a pine cone? What does Dumbo use to help him fly? The answer was feather. You all got it right. Well done. That's meant to be a medium question. It's like an easy question thrown into the medium mix. Don, I really like Timothy. The mouse. Yeah, he's cute. Question 20. Bambi is based on a book by which author? E.B. White, Kenneth Graham, Beatrix Potter, or Felix Salten? So, question 20. Bambi is based on a book by which author? E.B. White, Kenneth Graham, Beatrix Potter, or Felix Salten? This is the last question of the medium round. Last question of the medium round. Things are going to get really hard after this one. We're going into the behind the scenes territory. But yeah, who wrote Bambi, the book? It was Felix Salten. Ooh, bit of a mixed response. But both went for Felix, which is good. Question 21 coming up. We're on to the hard stage, behind the scenes stage. Oh, spooky. Question 21. Who voiced the prince in Snow White? Harry Stockwell, William Phipps, Brian Bedford, or Bill Shirley? So question 21. Who voiced the prince in Snow White? Harry Stockwell, William Phipps, Brian Bedford? Come on. Brian Bedford or Bill Shirley? And that was Harry Stockwell, and not many answers, Harry. But I knew. I knew. I knew this is the tough one. We're gonna get a lot of mixed responses for this round. Question 22. What was the budget for Pinocchio? $20 million, $200.4 million, $105 million, or $2.6 million. So question 22. What was the budget for Pinocchio? $20 million, $200.4 million, $105 million, or $2.6 million. Yes, we're on answer questions now. The questions nobody likes. So yeah, the answer was $2.6 million. Not everyone went for it. But it's a different era, so it's trickier to know what was the average kind of budget for an animated film back then, especially when Disney was going for their experimental beginning stages. So question 23. Who directed the Fantasia segment, The Sorcerer's Apprentice? Ben Sharpstein, Wilfred Jackson, James Algar, or Samuel Armstrong? So question 23. Who directed the Fantasia segment, The Sorcerer's Apprentice? Ben Sharpstein, Wilfred Jackson, James Algar, or Samuel Armstrong? These are all real Disney directors, by the way. I did not make these names up. So the answer was James Algar, and only one person went for James. I noticed that there's less people answering questions now because this is the tricky stage. Question 24. When was Dumbo officially released in US cinemas? April the 9th, 1942, September the 19th, 1940, October the 31st, 1941, or May the 7th, 1941? So question 24. When was Dumbo officially released in US cinemas? April the 9th, 1942, September the 19th, 1940, October the 31st, 1941, or May the 7th, 1941? That's a lot of dates. The answer was October the 31st, 1941. Yes, Dumbo was a Halloween release. It was October the 23rd, so I got another question wrong. October the 23rd. Well, on Wikipedia, I think it said 31st. I don't know. Question 25. How long is the running time for Bambi? 85 minutes, 70 minutes, 90 minutes, or 80 minutes? Question 25. How long is the running time for Bambi? 85 minutes, 70 minutes, 90 minutes, or 80 minutes? Can you remember? Can you remember? Do you remember? Well, no. Okay, so Evan, it was released in New York City on October 23rd. I was on about official US cinema releases, so it premiered on October the 23rd. Official release was October the 31st throughout US cinemas. Okay, let me just reveal this. Reveal. 70 minutes. Yes, it's one of Disney's shorter films. One of the shorter films. Question 26. How much did Snow White make at the box office? $418 million, $4.5 million, $48 million, or $2 million? So question 26. How much did Snow White make at the box office? $480 million, $4.5 million, or $48 million, or $2 million? Ooh, how much did it make? Was their first film? The answer was $480 million. Bit of a mixed response and not many answering now. Everyone has been very hesitant. So again, the answer was $418 million. Question 27. That's another weird wording. So which two composers created the original music score for Pinocchio? Oliver Wallace and George Bruns, Frank Churchill and Edward H. Plum, Herbert Stothbart and Bernard Herrmann, or Leigh Harline and Paul J. Smith. So question 27, which two composers created the original music score for Pinocchio? Oliver Wallace and George Bruns, Frank Churchill and Edward H. Plum, Herbert Stothbart and Bernard Herrmann, Leigh Harline and Paul J. Smith. That is a lot of names. The answer was Leigh Harline and Paul J. Smith. Very mixed response there. Very, very mixed response. Super mixed response. Question 28. How long is Fantasia? 92 minutes, 82 minutes, 112 minutes, or 126 minutes? So question 28. How long is Fantasia? 92 minutes, 82 minutes, 112 minutes, or 126 minutes? How long is it? You got to think, is it as long as I remember? That's the thing you've got to ask yourself. The answer is 126 minutes. Very mixed response, but most did go for 126. It is that long. So question 29, sorry, 21 to 29, almost at the end of the quiz. Question 29. What was the budget for Dumbo? $1.5 million, $950 million, no, $950,000, $2 million, or $3.2 million. So question 29, what was the budget for Dumbo? $1.5 million, $950,000, $2 million, or $3.2 million. The answer was $950,000, according to Wikipedia, that is. Yeah, pretty low. Pretty dang low. But I think it made a lot back. It made quite a lot back. So question 30, last question of the quiz. Who voiced young Bambi? There's different Bambi voice actors, but who was credited as young Bambi? Dickie Moore, Donnie Dunagan, Bobby Driscoll, or Dwayne Hickman? So who voiced young Bambi? Dickie Moore, Donnie Dunagan, Bobby Driscoll, or Dwayne Hickman? They all sound like 1940s names, don't they? Hi, I'm Dickie Moore. Hello, I'm Donnie Dunagan. Ha, I'm Bobby Driscoll. Hi, I'm Dwayne Hickman. They really do. Thank you for following Nico Demotwich. I hope I pronounced that right. The answer was Donnie Dunagan. Dunagan. It's a bit of a tongue twister, that name, isn't it? Donnie Dunagan. It sounds like, what was the name of the dad's rival in Fairly Odd Parents? I think it sounds a bit like that. So, the number 1 winner was Listy Rimsey. In second place was Dominic Boo 1. In third place is contestant 13. In fourth place is Evan J. Simpson. Fifth place is contestant 4. In sixth place is contestant 5. And in seventh place is Guido Dido. In eighth place is contestant 2. And in ninth place was contestant 12, Dinkelberg. Was it that? Oh, there was a name I can remember. That had it sounded like Donnie Duggan. I don't know. So yeah, congratulations to Listy Rimsey. Well done. Well done. So before I head off, do any of you have any suggestions for what I can nominate for the poll for next week's quiz topic? Any topic suggestions for the next quiz? Any at all? Let me know in chat. Can't promise I'll put them in the poll, but I'll definitely listen. Gene, nope, not doing that. Nope. Don, Lord of Rings. I've nominated that a few times. I hope it wins at some point. I wanted like a Middle Earth quiz would be good. Community. I've not seen Community yet. Sorry. Not seen Community. I don't really watch that many live-action TV shows, if I'm honest. Don, The Hobbit. Evan, Disney remakes. There's not much I could really do with Disney remakes because it's just the same film again. It'd just be a Disney quiz again. I think it'd only be interesting if it was a quiz on behind the scenes. Those are the things that are kind of different. So yeah, Listy Rimsey, biscuits, a quiz on biscuits. Ooh, like British biscuits. Cursed, has there already been an 80s Disney quiz? Yes, we did a Dark Age quiz a few weeks ago. Garadota, have you done 90s Disney TV shows? Yes, I did actually, yeah. Don, Vivo. I've not seen Vivo yet. But I also doubt I could come up with 30 questions for just one film. Sorry. Yeah, any more questions before I head off? Any more suggestions? Sorry, any more suggestions? Listy, maybe not. Might start an argument about Jaffa cakes. Gene Bean, 2000s Disney TV shows. Maybe. That gives me an opportunity to do some Weekenders questions. Sempsuto, live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles quiz. Evan, Star Wars. Don, wartime era Disney movies. See, I considered having that, but most of the films from that era are a bunch of shorts just stitched together. So it's a little tricky coming up with 30 questions for what are basically cartoon bumper collections. Yeah, a little tricky. It's easy with the feature films because there's a lore to work with, or there's a bigger story to work with. Cartoon Network. I can't remember if I've done a Cartoon Network quiz. I honestly can't remember. I've done so many quizzes. Don't remember. I started doing quizzes at the beginning of this year, so it's been going on a bit of a while. Don, Disney Junior. I never really grew up with Disney Junior shows. By the time I got satellite TV. I was a bit too old for like the preschool kind of shows. Looney Tunes theatrical movies quiz. No, I'm done with Looney Tunes. I'm done. I'm just done. Sorry, I'm done with Looney Tunes. There's so much Looney Tunes content last month. I got sick of Looney Tunes. Gene, Mickey and Friends. I've not seen that show, I'm afraid. I'll definitely take these nominations into account. Can't make any promises. But yeah, hope you all enjoy Cartoon Saloon. Yes, Don, definitely gonna nominate it again. One day it'll win. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is for you. Look out for a new video on my channel. Be coming out tomorrow at 5 PM UK time, and it's going to be called the Disney Fan Art Challenge. And in this video, I set myself and 2 artist friends, Sora and Leo, to a very difficult drawing challenge in which we had to draw 3 different Disney characters. And we had 30 minutes time limit for each of those drawings. It was crazy. So yeah, that video will be going up tomorrow. It's a pretty big video, kind of an event almost, because it was such a big challenge. And yeah, you'll get to see me doing terrible drawings of Disney characters, and you'll get to see 2 very, very talented artists giving their renditions of popular Disney characters. The characters in question, oh, you'll have to come watch the video to find out which characters we have to do. 3 of them. But yeah, cheerio.